football as we welcome you to SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Today, a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the LA Chargers. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get the preseason started. Off we go from Southern California. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a fifth-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
In motion is Hill. Now, faking the give. He runs with it. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
First down, Saints.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Throwing is Rattler. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Second time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That one downfield for Cooks. That is hard. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of 31 yards.
That is a big gainer for the Saints. 31 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
It's a give now to Kamara. And this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but it does show you that make-you-miss ability that he has.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back. and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saints on the play. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL. You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Motion man is Johnston. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's complete. It's Ryan McConkey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 11 yards on the connection there. And the Chargers have the first down.
41-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the
These are the chunk
18-yard
plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll be 2nd down.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And Unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Herbert to the air again. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
They'll run with Harris. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Just shy of the goal line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Harris. And no signal as of yet. And none forthcoming. He is stopped short. And now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Justin Herbert. Touchdown Chargers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. And, Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
You know, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason.
And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He's got it. Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Intended for
Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for.
Incomplete.
And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
There defensively.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Pete Werner on the
These
tackle.
negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Motion man is Johnston. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Rattler gonna throw. Now he'll run. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Saints.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. Tui Pelotu getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. And he'll get about 12 yards here as he's out of bounds. That'll make things a little easier on 3rd down.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
Throwing now is Rattler. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 6. Rattler now back to throw. His pass taken in by Shaheed. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of 15.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Looking to throw, Rattler. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Ochino Obonya getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be third and a mile.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Throwing now on third and long. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Groupie's kick is good. And the Saints build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Now Herbert. Short throw taken in by Disley. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On play action, it's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Charger first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
To number 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, LA.
Chargers, first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing now is Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route, but this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
15 yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. The Saints out on top. We're back in Southern California in a moment. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. As we are ready to get back underway. Herbert now on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's Herbert. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. That's the safety, Justin Reed. He blitzed and got home.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Quentin Johnston, touchdown LA.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Kicker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Chargers 14.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Pass is caught by Olave. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll give this to Kamara, running right. And he will take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here's Rattler. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing is Rattler. Forced out wide. He's going to run it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Saints first down.
First down, New Orleans.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
In motion goes Cooks. He'll look to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. Brings up second down.
A give up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he's going to have the Saints first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Saints.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4-down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
Here's Cam Akers for the first time. Some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
2nd and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
It is 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Back to throw. That one, take it in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Groupie now, on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This is Hassan Haskins to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10
Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for first and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
The tackle made back at the
Well, they try to get the run
25-yard
game
line.
started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, it's Herbert. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 12 yards
All
to
things
go.
considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Yards. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
more yards.
15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down.
43-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Brings up second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. It's a gain of 19 in the air. And the Chargers have the first down.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Herbert now on first down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Number 15, Lad McConkey. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 18-yard line.
It is second and 6. Herbert keeping it on the zone read.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
And the Chargers.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver.
And he's into the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Point after now from Dicker.
Extra point.
He's got it. And the Chargers cut the lead to 3. 24-21.
Chargers 21.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense and Spencer Rattler set to take over once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Rattler gonna throw, and it's a reception for Taysom Hill. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. In motion is Hill. Throwing now is Rattler. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Moving to his left. Now he'll run it.
Spencer Rattler on the scramble. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
Now receiver coming around. He's got the pop pass. He'll take this forward for about 5.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the 1st down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. It'll be a run out of the gun with Camara. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
To throw, it's Rattler. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Forced out wide. He runs with it. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. Throwing right. That's Johnston. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Charger first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Will Dissly, the intended target that time. And it'll bring up second down. Herbert to the air again. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Third down, 3 to go. Motion man is Johnston. Herbert to the air again. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Another Chargers
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Now Herbert again. Looks in middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. He'll look underneath here for Hampton.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers tie the game at 24.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Cameron Dicker to kick
so
off
the late
the
field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rattler. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Haskins now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On the give, it's Harris. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll give it to Harris again. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
35-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw, it's Herbert. Open man is the tight end, Disley. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Chargers.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, L.A.
46-yard line.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Tackled back at the 41.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
On 2nd down, a run with Hampton. They'll be brought down very close to the 1st down. They got 14 to the 15 that they needed. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd and short.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Trying to find any CD can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 1. Another run here with Harris. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a
gain there of 16 yards. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
1st and 10.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He takes off. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, but he's got it. He's picked up a 1st down.
10 yards. And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal at the
This has been a
8-yard
great
line.
drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
They'll run with Harris. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. From the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Harris. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. Setting up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Justin Herbert, touchdown Chargers.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Kicker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chargers will go up by 7. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. To return, it's Kendre Miller. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Saints offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. In motion goes Cooks. Here's Rattler. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Saints first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Shaheed with the catch. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Olave is the motion man. Rattler now back to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
7 yards.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield. But this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Rattler. Catches made there on the left side by Cook. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints will cut the lead down to 4.
27.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Harris. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. And he Stutzman there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. Disley is the man in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert. Yep, the man is Johnston. He's got it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Charger first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They run it over center with Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Now a toss, left side for Harris. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
15 yards through the air. First down, L.A.
15 yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Look at this right to the 20-yard line. Jordan Howden on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Now it's Herbert. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, Chargers.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will extend this third quarter lead.
27.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half.
Cameron Dicker to kick off
After the
for
touchdown,
the
here's
Chargers.
Dicker out to send this one away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And man, down the field, it's Olave. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
19 yards.
That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Rattler. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. To throw. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Rattler. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain. He just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the side.
And he will get into the end zone. Spencer Rattler. Touchdown, Saints.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike, and to cap it off, it's a simple read option, but for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball, and by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field and on his way for 6.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Saints will line up.
They'll try to run with Camara. And he'll get in for the 2-point conversion. And now the deficit is just a field goal.
35.
Scott thanks no rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Haskins now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Herbert. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On the handoff, it's Harris. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Here's 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Harris. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Tyler Conklin.
By Julian Blackman.
Now it's going to be 3rd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line.
Defense. Automatic first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Gonna run out of the gun, and here's Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That is left side and taken in by Allen. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. Here's Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And 1. Cameron Dicker for the Chargers field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Miller now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Rattler going to throw. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And it's third.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Olave is the motion man. To the air now on 1st and 10. Taysom Hill working free downfield. And he will score. Taysom Hill, touchdown New Orleans. The game-time touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
Groupie now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Chargers 41.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Haskins now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Herbert now on 1st down. Who else another catch for his favorite target. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold them to no gain.
Herbert to throw. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And he's going to get us down with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. 12 yards there and a 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Herbert. There's that man again. Another catch.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 4. On the zone read, here's Harris. won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Now Herbert. He's got his man. Right side. Incomplete. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going.
Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he will score! Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now a big play coming here for the Chargers, who are going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now a play fake. Herbert. That'll be caught. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
Saints 42.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing is Rattler. And he's going to come down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Denzel Perryman in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Here's Rattler. He'll step up and run. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Saints.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll run a draw now. It's Kamara. And he broke through the initial contact. Winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
Jasir Taylor on the stop. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
Rattler now back to throw. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
In motion goes Cooks. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, they track him down. That ball is out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Davis to return it. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Chargers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Disley is the man in motion. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Downfield, that's Constant. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action now. Herbert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
A run with Harris. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Throwing on first down is Herbert. Flush to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
Chargers.
Well, he's doing it all on this drive. He's throwing the ball well, and now he's able to use his legs to pick up good yardage and get a fresh set of downs.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Well, the man is Johnston. He's got it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 11-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work has separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down
and 7.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
McConkey in motion. He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Will Dissly. Touchdown Chargers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Point after now from Dicker.
Extra point.
The kick is good. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Saints 42.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Shaheed now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this one on the ground with Camaro. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brings up second down.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
12.
They get 14 on that hookup. First down, New Orleans.
First down, New Orleans.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Throwing now is Rattler. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. offenses. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw, it's Rattler. The Chargers have it. Inside the 20. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And a great return for the touchdown. Kicker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers are able to extend the lead.
63, Saints 42.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Miller now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with 1st down. In motion is Hill. Looking to throw, Rattler. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 1. In motion is Hill. Now Rattler gonna throw. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And the Saints.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Left side into the hands of Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a 1st down to boot.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throw across his body is complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Saints 1st down. Rizzo now. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his right. He's going to run it. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
A 6-yard
The
pickup
best quarterbacks
brings up
don't
second
see
and
the rush,
4.
they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Here comes 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete.
Intended for
Derwin James there defensively to break that one up.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Chargers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Perfect. Yeah.
Herbert's pass complete to Keenan Allen. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Handoff from the pistol to Harris. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets this up to the 42.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Chargers first down.
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.